All right, come on, let's clap. Come on, let's clap. Uh, Welcome to the show, guys. It's a throwback Thursday. It is Thursday. What's today? It's Thursday, August the 9th, August the 17th, 29 minutes after the hour. Welcome, guys, to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Miko, only place on earth where you get your morning started, right, guys? Chat room is wide open, or you can call in. The number is 570-982-6950. Broadcasting on all social media on this glorious morning. We are super excited to be here. This is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen, Miss Miko, good morning. God bless you. How are you? And what's good?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm back. Hey, chat room. Hey, guys. Chatties. It's your girl, Miss Miko. I'm missing my girl, Cindy J, but she will be back with us tomorrow. You guys are in for a good show on this Throwback Thursday. I'm going to be handling Cindy Says. I'll be bringing you news locally, regionally, as well as in the hood. So you definitely want to stick around for that. But it ain't a Miss Miko day if we don't get started with the weather. What is going on with the weather where you are? Right now in the Lehigh Valley, specifically Bethlehem, PA, where we broadcast live from, it is very dreary outside, but don't you guys fret. It's going to get better. It's going to go to a high of 85 degrees. It's currently 70, going to a high of 85. It will be sunny throughout the day with no storms in sight. New York City, how are you? Brooklyn, stand up. Same deal with you guys. It's going to be cloudy in the morning. And then it's going to get a little sunny about 3 o'clock. It's going to go back to being cloudy. You're going to go to a high of 82 today. So stay cool and stay with us. The only place on earth where you get your morning started right.
Exactly, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Thanks for the weather update and all that you do for this show, Miss Miko. As you can see, you know you're right. We live in the Lehigh Valley. You're over there on the eastern area. I'm over here on the Allen, in the Bethlehem area. But you see, I'm repping my Bronx. I'm repping the Bronx, New York, because that's where I'm from. I'm from the hood.
Not the hood.
From the hood, son. Now,
Not the hood.
let's get in. Let's jump into this show, man. Guys, please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team on all media. Please, we truly appreciate that. Folks in the chat room, good morning. I think I can see the chat room today, so I'm gonna definitely be conversing with you guys. Now,
I'm obsessed right now because Princess Cox was #1 in the chat room. We need to give him an award. Shout out to Princess Cox. How you doing today, Mr. Robinson? What's good? Mr. Robinson, what's good?
I'm gonna give a round of applause for Princess Cox. No pause, Black Heart. First original,
Absolutely. That's my guy.
first chat room member of the week out of Brooklyn, New York. Now, uh, Sean Haynes Jones is in the building. My sis, God bless.
Yes, LaShawn, we love you, girl.
And we're going to shout you guys out throughout the show, but let's jump right into this. As you guys know, I'm a avid believer and a supporter of the Android phone. I've had an Android from day one, and I know we've talked about this, and we know that there's this kind of clash between Android users and iPhone users. iPhone users have that better than kind of attitude. iPhone users to me are like Dallas Cowboy fans. Their ego is out of control and they think they have a better phone. When we talked about this before.
Wait a minute. Who is like Dallas Cowboy fans? I'm missing it. You said Android or iPhone users?
iPhone users are like Dallas Cowboy fans. They think they're the ish without the chips for a long time. Different attitude. A lot of grandiosity about their phone. A lot of bragging rights about this stupid iPhone. When if you throw the iPhone or the Android in the water, they're both not working. I don't care what type of apps you have for free. I don't care what type of I don't care what type of apps you have for free and you can FaceTime or not. I don't care. There's apps on the Android that do the same thing. So knock it off. And some of you apps you got to pay for anyway. That's free on the Android. And I bring all this up this morning, guys, only place on earth where you get your morning started right, because I'm a little hyped up about this. Miss Miko's going to share a story real quick before I go left on you iPhone users. Miss Miko, I yield my time to you.
First of all, I want to start the story by saying that I am an Apple user and I stand by Apple and their products. The only thing the Android is good for is taking my pictures. Period. Let's get started. So, for all my fellow Apple users, I have some good news for you. Do you remember a couple of years ago, your phones were slowing down? You didn't know what was going on. You're like, oh my gosh, my phone is not working. My battery's draining. It says I have 30% battery, but it's shutting off. Well, guess what? Someone filed a lawsuit, and Apple has admitted to slowing down your phone so that you can upgrade to the new version. So Apple will start sending out payouts for 500 million battery gate lawsuits. The class action lawsuit against Apple comes to an end after 3 years, after a 3-year case accusing the company of intentionally slowing down older phones. Apple users are finally receiving their $65 payout following a 2018 class action lawsuit claiming Apple intentionally slowed down their phones in an effort to push consumers to upgrade to a newer phone. The company agreed to pay $500 million to resolve the lawsuit in March 2020, but two iPhone owners filed an appeal objecting to the terms of the settlement. The appeal went before the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, but was denied according to the court filing. The decision was a final obstacle in the 5-year case where roughly 3 million claims were made since the class action lawsuit was filed in 2018. Apple admits to slowing down the iOS software on older phones in 2017, claiming the software was updated to prevent older batteries from shutting off devices at random intervals, but claimed it was not designed to force consumers to buy new batteries or upgrade to a newer phone. Apple argued in 2019 that lithium-ion batteries deteriorate over time, becoming less effective, but the company did not notify users about the updates to iOS that allegedly slowed down the phones, and it only came to the attention of the public after consumers claimed their phones would shut down despite having 30+% of battery left. So, with the next coming weeks, if you guys were a part that filed for the class action lawsuit, you will receive your $65. The deadline to file for this suit was October 2020, so it's too late now. But if you filed back in 2020, $65 is yours. I'm still team iPhone, though. That's all I got to say. Carry on, Shawn.
Only place on earth where you get your morning started, right, is right here. Right here.
Ow.
We haven't been around. We're doing shows once a week until September, twice a week. You know, we just pop up when we want to during the summertime. But God willing, we'll be back in September for me to get on that ass because you missed that. But at least I notified you and told you that we were going to be out for the summertime
I see where this is going. I see where this is going.
At least I notified you and I said to you repeatedly on this show, hey guys, we're not going to be around for the summertime once or twice. But Apple, the corporation, didn't even notify you punk asses. They didn't even have the courtesy to say, yo, listen, we're going to slow your stupid phone down at 30%. And then half of you, and I'm not going to bet my life on it, Ms. Miko, including yourself, a proud iPhone user, that your phone slows down. They slowed your phone down on purpose. I don't even think you took advantage of this class action lawsuit with the deadline was October 2020. None of you people, some of you people don't even realize that there was a class action lawsuit filed by 300 million people. But you brag and you boast about your stupid phone. iPhone went to the federal court, district court number 9, and they denied you. So you are basically boasting and bragging about. You're boasting and bragging about a product that they intentionally slowed down so your punk ass can get another phone. Yeah, nobody got nothing to say now. And then they didn't even notify your ass that they were doing it. And then they had all these conspiracies like, no, we're not slowing down the phones. And it was proven that they did.
Oh,
and not
Sean.
none of you iPhone users in this chat room right now is going to pick up the bag. $65 is lunch for 2 days. Money is money. You're still bragging and boasting, but you're not getting your lunch money.
I'm getting the $65. I filed.
Did you file for the $65?
I sure did. So did my mother. So did Mike. So did my daughter. We sure did.
Well, let's clap for that.
Yep.
Look at you. Look at you. You get they're giving you $65 times 4
That's
for a
gas
product
for the week.
for a product that they slow down intentionally. That you brag and boast. Is this some type of mental slavery? Are you guys really like clones? Are you robotic? If
Sure.
I knew that this company was purposely slowing down my phone, I'm out of there. Because then what they gonna do next? iPhone users, Apple users.
In the
Who
chat
else
room,
is
how
getting?
many of
Who
y'all got
else is getting?
iPhones? Put them number one in the chat room right now if you are an iPhone user. I just want to do a quick poll to see how many people got iPhones in the chat room. I know Vanetta George has an iPhone. I don't know about Amia. I think Princess have an iPhone as well. LaShawn, you're giving me Android vibes, LaShawn Haynes Jones. I'm not sure, but let's
You know,
see.
you know why? Because they don't slow our Androids down on purpose. We don't have that problem over here.
You
We're
just get all
dealing
the
with a
viruses. You just get all
we're
the
dealing
viruses.
we're dealing with a company that has integrity. We're dealing with a company that we're getting a bang for our buck. Y'all sitting there running around FaceTiming, but they're slowing your phone. They're slowing your face down.
Whatever, Sean. Team iPhone.
I don't want
Period.
to. I don't want to hear another word from you punk ass iPhone users. And half of you, only Tamiko is the only one in this chat room that got enough sense that filed that lawsuit back in 2020. She's going to get her $65.
And you know what, Sean? I might share it with you.
I
You
don't
better
want
be
it.
nice. You don't want it?
Don't want it. I don't want none of your
I might buy you
corrupted
breakfast. You better be nice.
I don't want none of your corrupted iPhone money.
Yo, Princess said the only thing that confuses me with iPhones is it says it tracks my steps, but I ain't stepping anywhere for the moment. So why they lying?
See,
Princess,
there you go.
it's too
More
early,
lies.
Princess. It's too early.
Yo, more lies. Look at that. Princess, do you have an iPhone or Android? That is hilarious. They are tracking Princess's steps, and he's not even stepping. And we're not even talking about the R. Kelly phone song. You know what? You iPhone users, I want y'all to shut up. Hold on a second.
LaShawn Haynes Jones says she filed.
Hold on. Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Miss Miko. Good morning. Hello?
Yeah, good morning. How are you?
Good. It's Mama Harvey on the phone.
Hi, Mama Harvey. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm so glad you're back on the show.
We're doing this for you, Mom.
Good morning. I love you all and just keep on doing what you do. The good work. And I'm enjoying the show.
Let me tell you something.
I'm going to make me some oatmeal right now, okay?
Okay.
Let me tell you something. My mother having a bomber phone, and it's faster than your stupid iPhones.
Never. It's never faster.
All right, Ma, God bless you. God bless you and your oatmeal, Ma. And I'll call you after the show.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, Mama Harvey.
And God bless. Listen to me. iPhone users, shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your whole mouth. Put some duct tape on your mouth. I don't want to hear nothing from you ever again. They intentionally slowed your phone down, which we already know. Now they're guilty of it, and they're paying out $65 per person times 300 million.
Only 2 people in the chat room got Android, so whatever. iPhone forever. Carry on. Okay, Sean, you're 3. You got Android.
Androids for life.
And you're going to get all them viruses for life on them Androids.
I've had no complaints about my Android from day one. I have
Yeah,
two
right.
of them,
Sure.
and
Give me
I'm
a break.
happy with my phones. And all my Android users stand up whenever these iPhone folks come with their reckless noise, or would hit them right back with that class action suit and ask them that they get their $65. You a $65 neighbor. Welcome to
Give
the
me a
show,
break.
guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. It's your
Tell a
boy
friend, tell a
Harvey.
friend.
It's your boy Harvey with the Queen, Miss Miko. Cindy J's traveling, so we'll see her tomorrow, God willing. Uh, Put a number one in the chat room if you're enjoying the show so far. This is a Throwback Thursday, only place on earth where you get the morning started right. Go ahead, Miss Miko. What else is going on?
Let me pull some stories for you guys. I will be doing the Cindy Says segment today, and I have some good things for you guys. So let me just go ahead and pull it up.
Put a
Do
pause on
y'all want to
pull it up.
start? What happened, Sean?
Put a pause on pull it up.
Nah, we ain't gonna put a pause on pulling up. We pulling up. Now, do you guys remember the pink sauce lady? Do you remember about a year or two ago? She was creating these pink sauces. They didn't know where it was coming from. She had no packaging, no nothing. Long story short, the creator of the pink sauce needs your help. Right now, she says she doesn't have money for kids, for food for her kids. So her name is Victoria Shaw. She's the founder of Pink Sauce LLC, one of the most viral sauces sensations of 2022. As a young entrepreneur with big dreams, she followed her intuition and went forth towards her dream to create something new. She said she made a few mistakes, which led her to trust a company that took everything away from her. They lied to her, and they're not paying her any money that's owed to her. She said they're not being transparent about my records. I've tried on multiple occasions to try and come and see to come to one accord with them. They refused to reimburse me for my marketing expenses that I spent out of my own funds for marketing. I've been silenced and financially sabotaged. I'm a single mom and I do everything for my kids. Right now, I don't even have enough money to buy food for my kids. My mom is on disability and she only gives us $20 a week to get by. School's in a few days and I need help. I don't need no legal help. I need help. They're refusing to pay me and a GoFund has been started. So, Pink Sauce Lady, get a job. That's all I'm going to say. Get a job. A GoFund is not the answer to your bad decisions and your bad planning. And I feel that this just goes back to say that sometimes when you start businesses, we all want to be entrepreneurs, but you got to have basic business 101. You got to have some type of education to know what you're doing with these businesses. So, sis, go get a job. The pink sauce happened. You were a phenomenon. It went viral. Let's move on. I'm not contributing to no good for me. Go ahead, Sean.
Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, turn down for what?
Oh
For
my
what?
gosh,
For
ADD
what?
kicking in.
For what? For what? For what? Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, we started that movement. Don't get it twisted.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Does the lady with the pink sauce, does she have an iPhone? That might be the contributing factor.
Oh, whatever. She looked like an iPhone user. She probably does.
Nobody gives a damn about your pink sauce, lady. It was a movement. This was something that was sold hand to hand. You'd have been better off making your money that way than involving corporations or businesses or financiers to take it to a whole nother level. When Ms. Miko's right, when you're not educated enough, and I say that respectively, to business matters, because these people, you sign a piece of paper, next thing you know, not only do they control the business, they control the image of the business, they control the trademark of the business, and all accounting. I know we're chasing the bag. What you should have did was slow down a little bit, kept that movement going on social media, did the hand-to-hand combat until you raised enough capital on your own to entice legit businesses to help you out or partner in with your little pink sauce. Now you're in these streets talking about school starting.
Yep. School started and she needs the coins.
You know what I'm
And
saying? Take the
she
pink
started to
sauce.
go for me.
Yeah, I don't know. Put the pink sauce in the bag for the kids. I don't know whatever happened to the pink sauce. It might not. It's just maybe it's just not good no more. Maybe it just had its run.
Did you guys
Okay?
try the pink sauce? I think Cindy tried it, right? I can't remember what happened to the pink sauce. I think Cindy had a tasting.
First of all, her first problem was, remember back in those days, she didn't have no legit FDA approval, and you got to go through a whole process. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna
You didn't
move your
have the
product,
labeling on the back with the sodium and the
yeah,
calories.
and that costs $1 million right there to do something like that. You know what I'm saying? You should have did the homegrown Facebook. Yo, I'm delivering my pink sauce, out here in these streets. Or like when people sell dinners outside, outside their houses and all that. That's what this is. This is dinners outside your house.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So none of this is regulated.
Right.
So when you when you got that, when you went viral on social media, you should have stayed right there in your lane. You can't compete with ketchup and mustard and ranch dressing, especially with the bacon in it.
Right.
Can't compete
That part.
with that. Everybody loves ranch dressing with bacon in it. Even the Muslims love it.
The Muslims don't love it, Shawn. Stop being odd.
Put a number one in the chat room if you rocking with that ranch dressing with the bacon. I think Miss Miko eat ranch dressing every morning. I think, if I could remember, what was that weird? Was it mayonnaise or something like that you would eat every day?
I don't eat no mayonnaise every day. What are you talking about?
So my whole thing is this, lady, you played yourself. You was moving too fast for yourself. You thought the pink sauce was going to take over the world. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's the way you did it that screwed everything up.
Mm-hmm.
You got some German company involved, and they took the whole thing from you.
Yeah, and I think, oh my God, was it Heinz? Somebody had some pink sauce, and they was putting it. I seen a commercial or something. Who had some pink sauce? Let me look that up. Somebody came out with pink sauce. Hold on. It was like a major retailer. I was like, oh shoot. I want to say it was Heinz or Hellman's.
This chick I was dealing with in Baychester Avenue in the Bronx back in the day, she definitely had some pink sauce.
Whatever.
But my whole thing is this. You effed up. This was just something that you could have made $1 million on just on social media, just hand-to-hand combat, delivering these items yourself and doing a homegrown operation. That's what this is. Or was. Now you need to go fund me to get the kids some clothes. No. Think up another sauce. Think up some burgundy sauce. Black sauce.
Yeah. Well, it looks like the pink sauce made its way to Walmart.
Yeah, because they took it. They took the whole thing and they put it in Walmart because she couldn't hold on long enough. And like you said, she didn't have the business mindset to negotiate her own brand and product.
Yeah,
and there are actually companies that will guide you. There's companies that you can hire that can guide you through that process. Mm-hmm. But she went with somebody else and they took the whole product, put it in Walmart, and now look at you.
Yeah, Walmart did her dirty.
I don't even feel bad for you. I'm sorry.
Okay, but it has what's in the bottle. It says here are some of the ingredients in the bottle. It's dragon fruit puree, canola oil, coconut cream, water, sugar, distilled white vinegar, garlic, and ranch flavor.
And a partridge in a pear tree. She still screwed it up.
Picture of her at Walmart when she got the deal, putting her sauces in there. And it retails for $9.99.
But where's the paper?
Yeah, she beat on that. She done signed that contract. They kept that.
They kept all of that. They did. Yeah. They did the Gambino crime family on it. They only giving her 1% of whatever she makes because what they're saying is, listen, it's like the record company. We're gonna take over everything. We're gonna pay for promotion. We're gonna pay for this and pay for that. And she lucky she don't get a bill from whatever marketing agency that she's dealing with.
But that's why I say, Shawn, it goes back to education. I feel she should have took a business and economic 101. before she signed any contract, get you with an accountant, get with an attorney, and take a quick class down at the community college. Something.
Yeah, or I mean, even I like that suggestion with the attorney. Like, even just hire an attorney. Even if you ain't got time, maybe she don't have time to get these courses because all of a sudden this pink sauce hit these streets and it was fire, like these young folks say. So there was a lot going on. You could have simply hired an attorney just to guide you legally to put you in the right position where you can get the bag.
Right.
I would be thoroughly embarrassed if I had this source from a year ago and now I got to go have a GoFundMe for my kids to go to school. And it's terrible. And you are absolutely right. You should have, you can't be listening to your cousins, your baby father, your homegirl with the big weave. You can't do none of that. You can't go on TikTok and Instagram and listen to other people's suggestions. You need a professional person to represent your brand.
Exactly.
You pay them so they can lead you in the right direction. Exactly. I never had the pink sauce. Well, like I said, I did have some pink sauce back in the day in the Bronx.
Not the Bronx.
Chick was a super freak back in the day. She had pink sauce. This is a wake-up call for all of us. If you have some newfound brand that jumps into your lap from some inspiration from the almighty gods, and it was this immaculate conception, and it hits your lap, and you're starting to get paid, and the movement is crazy, hire you an attorney first to guide you through and navigate you through these situations where you come out on the other end with the bag.
Right.
With the bag.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe she might be a type of person that don't listen to people. Or maybe she is. We don't know this woman. But I still don't feel any sympathy. Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. That chat room is popping right now. Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, I don't feel any sympathy for this particular woman right now. I'm sorry.
I want to know how many of y'all going to contribute to to the GoFundMe. How many of y'all in the chat room going to give $1, $2, $5, $10, $20? I'm not giving her anything. I told her to go get a job. To put a number in the chat room if you're going to give us some money. Shawn, what are you looking at, Cooper? What's going on over there? You're doing a City J right now. You're making me nervous. What's over there, Shawn?
There's a mirror. I had to move the mirror from behind me. We have one of those stand-up mirrors where you can see your whole body.
And you're looking at yourself?
And the mirror is facing me right here. So when I look, I had to do a double take. I'm like, is that somebody else in the room? But it's me in the mirror. Okay, let me show you the mirror. Look, here you go. Look.
You are annoying.
You see that mirror? There you go. You see it? Let's see that mirror. That mirror got me bugging out. That's all. That's what that is.
What are you looking at? Who's over there?
You know what I'm saying? And when we finish the show, I got to go walk Cooper. Now, the GoFundMe is out of control. We already know that's a whole nother situation. You know, everybody's setting up GoFundMes just because they feel like it or other people are advocating for them. That's not my business, and I understand it. But for this lady to go from her source, literally selling off the internet shelves, to her position now is almost tragic. But I don't have any sympathy for her. I'm sorry. You know, you had a movement. It's like the Master P story. So remember Master P? He went to the record deal companies and they were like, yo, we assigned you and we're only going to give you 10% or whatever you make. And he went outside. He says, no, I'm good. And he went outside and started moving his own merchandise, which created millions of dollars, came back to the record deal, and record company said, listen, I need 85%, you take 15%. That's the way this should have been done.
Right.
You're supposed to put the pressure back on the ketchup industry or the mustard industry where they go, yo, listen, we can't compete with you. We're going to buy you out. Because that's what they do.
Right.
They have billions of dollars. They go, listen, this pink sauce is very annoying. Everybody's buying pink sauce. Let's just buy this. Oh, I was about to curse. Let's just buy this woman out. She didn't even get to that point because she was thirsty.
Thirsty. She signed that paper with her eyes closed.
And you're right. I'm not sitting, Miss. It's your boy Harvey, Shawn Harvey, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Mika. I got an announcement for you. I'm sorry that you're going through this, but I'm not donating not $5 to you and your cause. I'm sorry.
Not a one. Get a job, sis.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, what's good?
Story.
Hold on before you get to the next story. And God bless you. I know this is in your stories, but I want to get into this.
What?
The virginity thing.
Oh, okay.
They said only 5%, guys. Good morning, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Feel free to call in. The number's 570-982-6950. Ms. Miko, they said that when folks getting married, only 5% of the women that are getting married. Tanya Washington, good morning. Only 5% of the women. Princess Cox, no pause. I see you. Letitia Berglund, I see you. I see you in the building. I see you guys. Mike Grasky, I see you. I see you. Where the heart's at in the chat room. But speak, only 5% of adults that are getting married, we're talking about females, are virgins the night of the day of their wedding. Only 5% of women are virgins on the wedding night. And Miss Migo, over 25% of women have slept with more than 5 men. I think that number's higher. I think 50% of women have slept with more than 5 men. F out of here.
Okay.
They say that the more men that women sleep with, the more that it jeopardizes their marriage. I am not a relationship expert. I've been thrown out of 57 women houses. I've been in 78 relationships. You already know, 3 baby mothers married twice. I'm not that guy. Kids all over the place.
You're a jerk.
And this is disturbing to me for the youth, because I understand that back in the day, 100 years ago, women were probably virgins when they got married. You know, the wedding night, you bust that first nut. Pause. But of course, we live in a new time. We live in a whole new era right now. I get it. But Ms. Miko, my question to you is this: is that a very low percentage of women that are getting married between the age of 18 and 30 that are still virgins at 5%? And my next question to you, Ms. Miko, they said that only 20% of women slept with 5 men or more. Do you think that number's low as well before we continue on, Ms. Miko?
I feel because of the world we live in and the climate we live in, I think the number is accurate. People, girls, boys and girls, let's not just say women. Let's keep it an even playing field here. They're having sex early and earlier, 13, 14, 15. They're having sex, and with having sex at an early age, they have more partners. So it's quite possible that you can have more than 5 partners by the time you're 23, 24. That is quite possible. So to answer your question, I think it's an accurate number. It's not a low number, it's an accurate number, and it works on both sides.
You think, Miss Miko, welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. It's Throwback Thursdays, August the 17th, 2023. Miss Miko, you're saying that only 20% of the women out here in society have had sex with more than 5 men. Are you saying that?
No, you said more than 5 men? Only
Yeah,
20%?
more than 5 men. More than 5 men. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I call BS.
I think, and folks in the chat room, welcome to the show, man. That chat room is rocking. Where the heart's at in the chat room. Hey, chat room, what do you think the percentages of women that are having, and then we get to the men in a moment, and then we get back into the show. I just want to do a sidebar right now. Welcome to the show. Folks in the chat room, what do you think of the percentage of women having sex with more than 5 guys before they get married? Is it 20%? Is it 50%? Or is it 100%?
Shout out to Lakeisha Berglund. Thank you for the stars, love.
I think this, before we get to the virginity part, I think 20% of women that have sex with more than 5 men, over 5 men, is wrong before they get married. I think it's, and I say this respectfully to my queens out there in the building. Hi, queens.
Your queens is outside, Shawn.
To my Nubian queens and my Babylonian queens and my Latino queens. I say this respectfully to all my queens. Queens, I love you. I love you, queens. Let me do a little poetry. Queen, queen, queen. My beautiful dark-skinned sister, my light-skinned sister, and all my sisters out there.
Oh my God.
Queens, queens, queens. I love the way you breathe. Queen, queen, queen.
Shut up.
I say 80% of you have had sex with more than 5 men before you got married.
Princess Cox said 90% women lie about their body count. Do y'all believe that? Y'all gonna let Princess say that to y'all ladies? He said 95% women lie about their body count. Pierre Langley said 50% had sex with more than 5 guys.
Who said that?
Pierre Langley.
I say 80. I say that when a woman gets up there, whether they're married the first time or the second, if they're married the second time, forget it. It's 20 dudes. It's 20 guys.
Yes, over.
It's 20 guys.
They got a lot of catching up to do.
It's 20 guys. They done ran through 20 different penises. If a woman is between 20 and 40, let's do a whole generation. Let's do 21 to 45. That's a whole generation. And actually 45 is really old to be getting married.
Don't say that. 45 is not old to get married.
I mean, the percentages.
That's all. Yes,
how many people 50 years old are getting married? I mean, they are getting married, but not at a percentage of the people that are 25 and 30. I say this. When women stand in front of that altar and they make a decision to have a relationship with a man or a woman in front of whatever state they live in, and also in front of God, in front of God himself, I believe that the average woman has at least sex with at least 8 different guys before they get married.
And like the women in the chat room was arguing, what does it matter? Does body count really matter?
No, it doesn't.
8, 10, 18, who cares?
I don't care about the body count.
You're married now. That's old news. That's before you.
My body count is like a mass shooting. So I'm not, that's not what I'm talking about here.
What you talking about, Shawn?
I'm just saying the statistics said 20% of women have sex, under 5 guys. And I think that that's wrong.
Yes, wrong.
And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. So my question to you is this, ladies in the chat room and Miss Miko. I want to double back to the other question. They said only 5% of women on their wedding day are virgins. In my opinion, I don't think in the times that we live in today, that's 0%. I think every woman, when they married their first time, they're not a virgin anymore. Nonsense. Out of every woman that gets married between the age of 18 and 35, they had sex at least with one person, or they had sex. And to the men, if you want to flip that to the men, and welcome to the show, God's only place on earth where you want to get your money started right, there are 0 virgin men that are getting married.
But wait a
Zero.
minute, Shawn. The topic is getting crazy. Jacob Holmes said he's driving. He got to put his eyes back on the road. But 75% of women had sex with other women. They call it experimenting. And then Corinne Angela said you can't classify any male, female, or male as a virgin because men can ejaculate in a wet dream and still be virgins. Women cannot. That's
What?
interesting.
No, it's not.
And
What are
Pierre
you talking
Langley
about?
says men and women are not the same and body count matters. Pierre, get from under a rock. Body count does not matter.
First of all, you can masturbate or make love to yourself, jerk off, whatever you want to call it, all you want. I'm talking about physical, intimate contact.
Does oral count as being a virgin? Does it though?
No, if you given no, I believe this. Yeah,
Because you know they got some
oral.
virgins over here.
Hey,
They
listen.
sucking a quarter out of a straw, but they're virgins.
Okay, I could give you that. If no, I don't know. I don't know. That's like half. That's a good question. If you out here giving blowjobs, I say that, Mom, stop listening to the show. If you're giving blowjobs or having oral sex, maybe 25. But no, virginity is just the penetration.
Okay.
Let's go with that. The penetration of the penis going up into the vagina and vice versa. I'm saying this, that men that are today that are getting married, there are zero virgins as far as men are concerned and as far as women. Miss Miko, when you got married the first time, was you a virgin?
I was not.
Exactly.
That's why I got married, player.
Miss Miko, could you ask me that question, please?
Shawn, when you got married the first time, you was no kid. Were you a virgin?
I was a straight whore.
I believe you.
Okay?
I believe you.
And here, I'll prove my point right now. Folks in the chat room, welcome to the show, any place on earth where you get your morning started right. Put a number one. Forget about the marriage part. No, put the marriage part in. If you ever got married in the chat room, put a number one in the chat room if you was a virgin on your wedding day. Exactly.
No one's doing that.
Put a number one in the chat room if you was a virgin on your wedding day in this chat room. I'm not going to bet my life on it, but I'm going to say that that's going to be zero. Maybe 100 years ago, yes. 200 years ago, yes. People got married when they was 13, 15, 19, 17, 20, 15, and they were virgins. I get it.
Pierre Langley said his wife was. Was she though, Pierre? He said his wife was a virgin. Pierre, are you and your wife still together? How many years have you been married?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because if a woman, Miss Rico, if a woman said to me, if I was getting married to a woman, they said, I'm a virgin, I'm like, I don't know. And you 25 years old and 30 years old and you still a virgin, I might not even mess with you. Pierre, how old was your wife?
He said his wife was 22 years old.
All right, so let's clap for him. He was the only one in this chat room that literally bust the cherry on wedding day. Let's clap.
Shout out to Pierre and his wife.
But Pierre, was you a virgin, my friend? Was you a virgin, my friend?
But Shawn, I want to get into this because who said it? Someone said, I think it was your friend. She said something about strippers. A stripper can't get married because of her past. Or an ex-prostitute. She said, so an ex-stripper can't get married now because of her past. So I was like, you can be a stripper and not have sex. She said, then what about an ex-prostitute? Can you get married? So you can't get married because you're an ex-prostitute because of your past. What's your thoughts on that?
Of course you can get married if you're an ex-prostitute. What is wrong? well, they call it sex workers now, I think, right? I don't want to make sure I say the right terminology here in the times that we live in today. So
So,
let's
Tanya, you're saying that bodies matter? Body count matter? Because if
so
you're an
so
ex-prostitute, you got 100, 200, 300 bodies easy.
listen. If you fall in love with a sex worker / prostitute, and that could go both ways, male or female.
Male
Ladies,
or female, right.
what if you fell in love with a dancer, a male dancer, and he retired? It's the same thing. You know, he got a large body count. If you fell in love with an ex-prostitute or sex worker and they change their lives and they don't do anything, they don't partake in that profession no longer, I don't see nothing wrong with marrying an ex-prostitute or sex worker, whether it's male or female, if they change their life to where you both can live in harmony and that's over with. It might be an advantage for the guy to have a woman with so much experience in sex. I think that he benefits from all that experience. I don't know. Would I rather be with a virgin or a retired sex worker? I might want to go with the retired sex worker.
It's your old age. You ain't got time to be teaching nobody nothing, right, Shawn?
That's what I'm saying. Here's the version. Here's the verse. Stop. I don't know. Stop.
It hurt.
Stop. What's that? What's that? There go the penis. Put the penis down. What's that? The professional sex worker. Oh, I'm all available for you, daddy.
Oh, God. What I don't understand about this chat room is that all the men are up in arms about body count, but the women are so free with it. Like, body count, schmody count. You say tomato, I say tomato. Whatever, that's the past. But the men are really upset about the body count conversation.
Well, you know what?
You guys are too sensitive.
Men, get over it. Hold on. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Miko, who I have the pleasure with working with this morning, and also the Queen, Cindy J. She'll be back tomorrow. She's been traveling. So please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show, especially if this is your first time listening to this particular podcast. Number one ranked podcast in these streets, and you already know. Fellas, get over yourselves. Get over yourselves. Your baby mother or your ex-wife or your current wife right now got a body count heavy. Are you built to know that count? I know I am. I love my wife. I love this broad.
You'd be okay if she was like, Shawn, before we got married, my body count is 24. You'll be okay with that?
You'd be like, honey, I had a gangbang back in 2013.
Right. What you gonna say?
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm built like that. I'm built for it tough. I'm a whore. A retired whore. So how can I sit there and judge my beloved wife for her body count when I was dirty in these streets? And that's the problem, fellas. You're dirty in these streets, so you can't imagine your women being dirty in these streets.
Right.
Ladies, fellas, I hate to break your heart. Your lady was a whore before she met you.
Right. When y'all do it, it's okay. When we do it, it's a problem.
Exactly. Men, knock it off. Baby mother was a whore.
You got caught with the bag.
And I know you up there, F you, Shawn. No, F you. I'm telling you what it is. So you can't, fellas, we are not in the position to be judgmental about talking about a body count from our wives or our baby mothers or whoever it is.
Nobody, period.
Because you have to take personal inventory of your body count.
Right.
So if my wife came to me right now and said, yo, my number's 37, what am I supposed to do? I'm 38.
Well, she said she had 5 penises in the mouth at one time. You okay?
I'm okay. But what do you want me to do? Long as you don't call the penises back.
Yo, Princess said, does your wife know that you were an active member of the SEAL team? Does she know that?
She knows that, my friend. She knows everything.
Shout out to Tanya Harvey then.
She knows. She knows I was a whore back in the day.
Everything. Okay. Shout out to Miss Harvey.
But I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not lying. Who says I'm lying?
Who says you lie? Oh, Kareen Angela.
Kareen Angela, God bless you. You new to this show. You're new.
She said you lying.
And God bless you, young lady.
Is it Kareen or is it Corinne? I think it's Corinne.
Corinne, everybody, let's welcome Corinne or Kareen to the show.
Hey,
let's
girl,
welcome her.
Hey.
Everybody, come on, let's clap for her. Let's clap for her.
Tell a friend, welcome.
Welcome to the show. Young lady, you are new. You don't know your boy Harvey yet. But boy, when you get to know me, boy, it's going to be a journey that's going to blow your mind, young lady. The stories that I tell are all true. Welcome to the chat room, young lady. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. There's no lies here. But I ask you, Corinne or Kareen, are you built for that? If your man came to you and said, "Yeah, I had 30, I had 73," what you gonna do? Huh?
I mean, I ain't gonna do nothing.
Hey, Miss Migo, if your beloved husband Mike came to you and said, "Yo, I had a,"
how did I know this was gonna come back to me? I knew it. What?
If your beloved husband Mike, who I know, cool dude, man, God bless him, if he came back and said, "Honey, my number is 143," you okay?
I mean, I'm good.
Exactly.
I'm good.
Exactly. Because we don't know. God knows what your body count is, Miss Migo.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? We're not talking about me here. We're not doing that. It ain't
Miss Migo, hold on.
It ain't 73.
Hold on.
Are you kidding me?
Miss Migo, let me look at your face and I could tell. Bring your face closer. And then I could tell you about Miss Migo, let me see. Get closer to the camera. I could tell you your body count. Bring your face closer. I already see 15 from here, and you're not even close.
Shut up. Yo, y'all gonna leave me alone. This ain't about me. Let's go to the next story, y'all.
All right, guys. Listen, it's a Throwback Thursday. Welcome to the show. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We truly appreciate you. Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queen, Miss Migo, and the Queen, Cindy J. What else you got?
Wait, Princess says, shout out to all the broken locks out there. Okay.
What does he mean by that? Broken what?
Broken locks. To the non-virgins. He said, shout out to them.
Oh.
And thank you, everyone, for your support. That's right. Pierre Langley. Way under 10. Thank you for your support, guy. You know your girl. I'm an angel.
Yo, really? You can look at her forehead, guys. I see 15 on her forehead. I see. Yo, Pierre, knock it off. Pierre, you're not even qualified. Your wife was a virgin. You don't even know, bro. You don't even know. You don't even know, brother.
Pierre got a friend in me.
You don't even know, bro. You had a virgin.
Whatever. Continue
on.
Let's get into this Keke Palmer. Have y'all heard the new song that Keke Palmer pulled out with Usher? Now, if you could remember, Keke Palmer and her baby father, they had like a big argument because she went to the Usher show last month, and he said, you have to remember you're a mother. Well, Keke Palmer is shooting back, and she actually is in his video for his new song called Boyfriend. And in the snippet, Usher can be heard saying, somebody said that your boyfriend's looking for me. And Keke Palmer actually sang that over with him. And I'm going to play it for you guys just a little bit. Let me get it here so you can hear. Somebody say that your boyfriend's looking for me. Did y'all hear that? So is that disrespectful or not? And they're no longer together. But Keke is definitely shooting back because she said Usher is her guy. She always wanted to be in an Usher video and do a song with him. So her dream came true. Talk to me, people.
Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team on all media, the only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We are not new to this. This is the podcast that you need to be involved in and also put in your daily schedule Monday through Friday. You know, we're on summer break. Next week, we got a week or two, 2 or 3 days in, and then in September we'll go back. So please, thank you so much for tuning in, because it's so important to us that we know how important your time is throughout the day. So to spend a few moments in this chat room, we truly appreciate you. And I'm speaking for the beloved Miss Miko as well. To the boyfriend who definitely got self-esteem issues. First of all, what's the young lady's name again?
Keke Palmer.
Yeah, Keke Palmer, who is a beautiful, beautiful soul sister, who has achieved in the show business industry, who is likable throughout the world and in the entertainment industry and in our own Black community. And sir, you had the privilege and the honor to bust a nut in that thing, in that vagina. And that vagina, those are high-end vaginas.
Right.
Those are high-end vaginas. Those are vaginas that upscale guys can get. Harvey can't get a vagina like that. Nor do I want one.
You can't get that, Shawn?
Nor do I want one. I love my wife. I love my wife's vagina. I want to say that. And Mom, stop listening to the show. I love my wife's vagina. But sir, you have an attractive woman. This woman is beautiful. She just had your child, dummy. She went out to see the Usher concert. They're friends. Miss Miko, I want to go to the Usher concert. Miss Miko and Cindy experienced. They were on stage with Usher a few months ago.
We sure were.
And I'm for sure that Miss Miko and Cindy was caught up in the euphoria as well.
We sure were.
But do you think that Miss Miko's husband Mike spazzed out because of Miss Miko's outfit? And if you've never seen Miss Miko, she's well put together.
Mike's secure on his. You know what he got.
That's right, because Mike running up and down that thing on a nightly basis.
Put my business out there.
So, sir, when you put on Facebook, your baby mother shouldn't be dressing like this, and a woman, you sound stupid. You sound like you're intellectually challenged. You also don't have an open mind. There's also maybe a dab of narcissism. There's a lot of insecurity, and you embarrass yourself, but mostly you embarrassed your baby mother. And you know the whole world is in her ear, like, why you with that dude?
Right.
The way you go, the route you go, the route you go with this, dummy, is you compliment your wife or your girlfriend or your baby mother on the outfit that she's wearing. I mean, I get it. Sometimes it might be too revealing. Maybe you might throw out, hey, honey, maybe, too much going on. That's okay. But to embarrass her while she's out there in these streets, doing nothing wrong. She's at an Usher concert. Usher went up to her. How many, sir, let me ask you this question. How many other baby mothers is Usher going up to?
He does it every night. He goes up to people in the audience every single night.
And he does that every single night. And he happened to go up to your baby mother, but you were so insecure that you had to embarrass her, yourself, and you lost your relationship.
Yep. He fumbled the bag.
And you fumbled the bag. Yep. Bag is fumbled.
Yep.
So, Keke Palmer, God bless you. You can move on to another penis. You're going to be fine. Sir, you're looking crazy in these streets. And why would you, and one more thing about this, why would you post these comments on social media? If that's the case, you could have pulled her to the side and did that. That was a private conversation you took public. Now you fumbled the bag.
Fumbled the bag.
You're not getting another chick like that. You might get a pretty chick. You might get a pretty woman.
He's never getting another Keke Palmer because he run his mouth too much. Ain't nobody dealing with that. Nobody want to deal with an insecure man. Get out of here. Not in this day and age. Sorry.
If your lady got a fat ass and the big breasts and
And now
Besides,
Usher's throwing shots at you, and your baby mother's co-signing it. You're a sucker. You're a
yeah,
cornball. Period.
yeah. Now
Period.
you're in the corner with your dunce hat,
Right.
look crazy, like
Right.
most men are, because you're insecure. But when you was pursuing this woman, it was okay when she was or her press was out and nice tight jeans and her ass was out with the heel. That was fine.
Right.
But now, a year or two down the road, now you're putting restrictions on your lady, or you trying to. That's a turnoff, fellas. Sometimes my lady walk out of here, man, and she got on a nice tight outfit, the ass out and all that. And I look and I go, you are beautiful. That ass is mine.
As you should.
That's it.
As you should.
There's nothing else to it. It makes the evening better, bro. What you should have did was after that whole Usher incident, should have ran out, got your wife some flowers. Honey, I love you. I was watching you dancing with Usher. It turned me on. Let's go home and let's have sex.
That part.
That's how that works, dummy. You live to see when you approach it that way, you live to see another day, stupid.
That part. Michael Grassi said the same thing. He said one thing to remember about the game is other cats may want and desire your woman, but she's going home with you. You're right. That part. Yeah. He lacked the emotional intelligence to even deal with a woman like Keke Palmer. So on to the next. I wish her the best.
Some guys are not built to be with bad bitches. That's it. Mm-hmm. What else you got before we get out of here? Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to do one more story, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We truly appreciate you. Go ahead, Miss Miko.
I don't know if I want to do that story. It's a Britney Spears. So y'all want to hear about Britney Spears? I don't know if I want to talk about Britney.
All right, whatever you want to talk about.
All right, well, her and her husband has called it quits and they're heading for divorce. It's been reported that Sam Asghari, the estranged husband of Britney Spears, is threatening to release extraordinary, embarrassing information about her if their prenup is not renegotiated. This revelation, per Page 6, comes amidst news of their split and allegations of infidelity on Britney's side. Britney in the streets. It seems that the couple has reached a breaking point after a recent reported heated argument with Sam, even moving out of their home. While Britney's lawyer has stated that her pre-marriage earnings are protected, it remains to be seen how the potential threat will impact their relationship and the public perception. So he is strong arming her. He's like, listen, if you don't give me no bread, I'm releasing all your embarrassing moments. And that's that. And they were married for 8 months. That's the Britney story.
Please like and share the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team, only place on earth where you get your morning started right. God willing, we're back tomorrow morning live. If I was Britney Spears, who I follow on social media, boy, that woman is very entertaining. She's out of her mind. She's hilarious. She's out of her mind and very, very difficult to deal with. But if I was Britney, I would tell the husband, whatever embarrassing information you have, go ahead and put it out there. You're not getting a dime. Mm-hmm. I'm not giving you no more money. You already got the bag. Do they have kids together? Because if that's the case,
no.
Okay, so take your check and go. If you want to blackmail me, then go ahead and do it. Because we live in such a polarized society that the news that is hot in the morning is going in the afternoon because something else replaced it. Mm-hmm. And Britney Spears, I would rather have Britney Spears than a virgin anyway, because you know she got a heavy body count.
Britney is outside. They said infidelity on her part. So Britney like, man, listen, I'm liking these streets.
That's right.
Britney in these streets. Ain't nothing wrong with the streets now and then.
So, sir, you looking like boy, us men today are not looking good.
Y'all look like Sims.
Keke Palmer's baby mother, you looking crazy in these streets. And now Britney Spears, soon to be ex-husband, you looking crazy in these streets.
Right.
Men, where's your backbone? Men, stand up straight. Don't slouch. Be a man. It didn't work. You move on. Get your check and go. Or if you feel emotional, pull your woman to the side and talk to her about it for a minute.
Right.
You go on social media and have a discussion with the public when you're supposed to have that private with your woman. What you call it, a simp? I don't like that terminology, but that's what it is. Some of you men are not built for relationships. Bang your head up against the wall and be by yourself, because you can't deal with your own emotions and your insecurities. And this is, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a relationship expert. 57, I've been thrown out of 57 women houses, 78 relationships, 3 baby mothers, married twice, kids all over the place. I'm not that guy. But I do know if I have an issue with my wife, who I love to death, I'm going to pull her to the side and we're going to chop it up. I'm not going to go on social media and talk crap about my wife.
But that's the age we live in. People on social media be saying good morning to their mate that's sleeping in the bed next to them. They be like, good morning, world. He'd be like, good morning, baby. I'm like, ain't he sitting right next to you? Like, that's what they do. So, I mean, social media run the world.
All right. Okay. Guys.
We got to go.
We gave you enough of that. We gave you enough of your morning drug this morning. We filled your arm up with nothing but morning love. Now you're going out there and enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah.
Ms. Miko, you have the last word, young lady.
My last word for today is love your family, live your passion, and work super hard. Bye, guys.
One more time. Say that one more time, if you don't mind, young lady.
Love your family, live your passion, and work super hard.
There you go. Thank you. We'll leave it at that. Guys, we see you tomorrow. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Join the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team group on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. We're on all social media platforms. And we see you guys tomorrow a little bit after 7 a.m., God willing. Come on, Miss Miko. Let's wave at these folks.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys. We see you tomorrow. Let's go.
Bye.